Good morning. So, day 4, are you ready? I want to know how it's going so far, how your little pieces are starting to stack together, and if you have a favorite piece so far. I want to hear about it. So, today is letter V in our acronym SAVERS, and the V is for visualization. So visualization is really powerful, and it's one of the things that when I was being really truthful with myself, when I was rereading this book and making some notes and journaling about it, I was like, you know what? I've been kind of half-hearted with my visualization. And I know that it works. I've had personal proof that it works. I'm going to share that with you here in a few minutes. But first, I want to read a couple of the quotes that Hal begins this chapter with. It's page 67 if you were in the book. And here's the first quote. Ordinary people believe only in the possible. Extraordinary people visualize not what is possible or probable, but rather what is impossible. And by visualizing the impossible, they begin to see it as possible. Yep. The other one is see things as you would have them be instead of as they are. And so I know it's really easy to get caught up in everything that's currently happening, and maybe things aren't, you've been practicing this for a while and things aren't changing as quickly as you like. Well, it's a journey, right? It's a process. Just stay with it. You can do it. I believe in you. Have faith in the process. And remind yourself that you're getting better every single day, because that's what our goal is, right? It's better every single day. It's not about perfection. It's not about hitting some unrealistic goals. It's just about striving to become the very best version of yourself and stepping into your greatness, stepping into who you want to become. So we're going to use visualization today as a portal to that. Okay, so seeing things as you want them to be instead of how they are was a really critical aha for me. And one of my very favorite examples of this that he actually talks about in the book, and you've probably heard it before, is Jim Carrey. So tons of really successful people have used visualization. Oprah uses it. All the famous golfers use it. Tiger Woods, whatever. Those people, they all use it. Even Will Smith uses it. Okay, but my very favorite story is the, what's his name? The Jim Carrey story. Okay, so he wrote himself a check when he was homeless, right? And living in his car or his van or whatever, and he was a janitor, and he wrote himself a check in 1987 in the amount of $10 million. He dated it for Thanksgiving of 1995 and added in the memo line for acting services rendered. He visualized it for years. He probably used pieces of this entire process for years. And then in 1994, he was paid $10 million for his starring role in Dumb and Dumber. Thank you, Jim Carrey. So when I first started this practice, I was really hot and heavy with it. I was getting up early, and it's like how it is with anything new, right? It's all sparkly and shiny. It's a new toy. And so I was doing it. And at the time, we were looking for a new car. I lost faith in the current car I had. There was nothing really wrong with it, but it had a series of repairs. It was every month something new was going wrong, and I just had lost my faith in it. And so I was like, it's done. It's been repaired. We replaced the transmission. I'm done. I want a new car. I don't like having something else to worry about, right? I can control my controllables, and I'm controlling the fact that I want to get rid of this car. So I had an idea of what I wanted, and we've always had red cars because my husband's obsessed with red, whatever. So I was doing my visualization and my affirmations, and one morning the color blue just came to me, right? The color blue. I love the color blue. It's actually my favorite color, so I don't know why I had never really thought about getting a blue car before. But I started to visualize that I had this blue Buick Enclave, and it had my dual sunroofs, and it had my creamy gray interior, and had all the different bits and pieces that I want, that every time we go to the car dealership, they'd be like, lady, you're crazy. You're not going to be able to get that. You have the 2 bucket seats, a couple years old with low miles. You're just not going to. You're going to have to settle. And I was like, excuse me, I don't settle. I always get what I want. It might take me a while, but I get what I want because I believe I'm worth it, and I know I can make it happen. And so that color blue had come to me, right? So I started to visualize that there was this blue used Buick Enclave in great condition with low miles, and it had my dual sunroofs, and it had the captain's chairs in the back so Connor could have his armrests and people wouldn't be touching each other all the time in the car. And I started to visualize it. I started to imagine we found it. We totally found it. And I kid you not, 2 days later, Marshall's he was on, I don't know what he was on the internet. And he's like, hey, have you ever thought about a blue Buick? Because I know I've been looking for red, but I just found everything we want right here in blue in San Diego. So we drove out. Turned out they actually gave me more than my other car was worth. It all fell into place. And I'm totally grateful and very blessed. I'm not saying I created that, right? But your mind is such a powerful thing. And personally, I'm a Christian, okay? So I believe in God, but I also believe in energy, and I believe in what you put out is what you're gonna get back, right? And so if your energy is positive and you're looking for the good and you're putting more good out there, it's gonna boomerang back to you. And so that right there, that car was totally proof to me. It checked my box that this is a legit thing. It's the power of attraction, the law of attraction, whatever. And I needed to keep practicing it. And then that scared me. Truth. Total confession. It scared me, the fact that I found this freaking car that I started to envision myself in. And so I have all these other things that I've been envisioning, you know, like we have the house on acreage up on the northern border, and I go out in the morning and I have my cup of coffee and I can like see the deer that are going to be dinner and I can see all these things, right? But I'm also really scared to dig deeper because it's going to create change, right? And there's going to be probably some weirdness that comes with that, because that's how change is. And as kind of an anxious overthinker, sometimes I get nervous. And so digging into this with you guys has helped me realize that I have been visualizing, but I haven't been all in, and I haven't been wholehearted. So I'm committing right now that I'm going to be all in with my visualization, and I want you to join me too. So if you've been following along and you're like, this sounds great, Sarah, sure, okay, I'll do it when it works for me. I'll get up on the days I feel like it. I want you to audit your gut and be like, what do I really want? Do I really want a level 10 life? Am I really willing to do the work? Am I willing to get uncomfortable and dig through the muck and some of the weird and peel the onion so that I can rock my freaking life? Or is this just another way to waste time? I believe in you, and I know that you're meant for greatness, and whatever your purpose is, it's waiting for you. It is waiting for you to find it and to step into who you're supposed to be and to rock your freaking life. All right, back to this. Okay, so Jim Carrey story, I love it. My own story about my car. Okay, so most people are limited by visions of their past, replaying previous failures and heartbreak, which totally goes back to that rear view mirror syndrome. So maybe in your life you tell yourself stories all the time that someone said this to you, so clearly you're not worth it. You got to get out of that. You have to realize that you have sole responsibility for your life. People are going to be put in your path. Situations outside of your control will happen. Maybe heartbreak and awful things will happen, but you're the driver of your bus, and you get to decide how you will react to that and how you will learn from it and grow from it. So stop rearview mirroring. If you've been doing that, it's okay. No judgment. I totally get it. Sometimes I catch myself as well. It's just something else to be mindful of. So most people are stuck in that place, the replay of the bad, the embarrassing, the how you failed, whatever, insert your thing here. But creative visualization is what this is. This is what your step is. Creative visualization enables you to design the vision that will occupy your mind, ensuring the greatest you to come. So you want to visualize, let's start small. Okay, let's roll it back. Let's start visualizing how you want your day to go. You already have the upper hand because you're choosing to get up a little bit earlier, or maybe you're on midnight shift and so you're getting up earlier, right? To make it fit into your life. This is your journey. You're going to make it fit into your life, okay? So start visualizing how your ideal day is going to go today. I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to get super centered. I'm going to visualize. As you're visualizing, you're thinking, I'm visualizing about this epic day. I'm going to pack my kids' lunches and they're going to eat it, and I'm going to find an awesome parking spot, and just everything is going to fall into place. I'm going to have really meaningful conversations with friends. I'm going to reach out to someone I've been putting off, whatever it is you need to visualize, and visualize the whole freaking day and imagine how great it feels. Smile while you visualize. It really does work. When I send you all messages, I smile because it's all energy, right? Totally. Okay. So you're going to just sometimes we're starting small. So, okay, you're going to focus on your day, but you can take it up a level, right? Where you start to think about your perfect day 3 years from now. And so I do that. I think of my perfect morning ritual and what my like office is like and what my kitchen looks like and what color grout it is and what kind of candle is lit. And I know that sounds crazy, but the more detailed you can get, the more you can see it and you can feel it and you can like touch it and you can smell it. It just creates more of a vivid picture and it maximizes your vision, which maximizes your success. Okay, so I made a note that I wanted to read you this quote. I'm a poet, didn't know it. Okay, it's by Marianne Williamson, and she wrote a book called A Return to Love. I haven't read this book. Maybe I should put it on my list. I don't know. Stay tuned. Okay, so our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. Do you have goosebumps? Because you should. This is the whole, you're going to fly with eagles instead of squawking with chickens. So edit your circle of influence. If you have other people that aren't on board with this, if you have other people that just want to complain and gripe and talk about all the ugly in the news, well then you need to edit your circle. Surround yourself with other enlightened, excited people that want you to have success. Stop shrinking because you're afraid of making them feel bad. We're meant to shine as children do. We were born to manifest in the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us. It's in everyone. So don't think they can, I can't. No, this is for you too. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others, which is true. If you're hanging out with someone and they're inspiring, like you're showing up here, right? Because you want to feel inspired, you're moving yourself forward. You're giving other people around you permission to rock their lives as well. Okay, so that's that quote that I had made a note to read to you. The more vivid that you can make your vision, the more compelled you're going to be to take the necessary action to make it a reality. Because we have to do things. It's not enough to just sit here and drink our coffee and our water and to do our affirmations and then to visualize. Like, all these pieces are awesome, but it's about starting your day with intention so that you can actually do the action later on you need to do. So once you have a clear image of what you want, it's time to visualize yourself living in total alignment with the person you need to be to achieve that vision, which is why we're going to do personal development, which is what this is, and that's coming on another day as well. Okay, so you got to make sure that you see yourself enjoying this process. Like as you're visualizing opening your email box or as you're visualizing cleaning your house, see yourself enjoying it. You have the choice to choose whether to enjoy it or to begrudge it. So choose to find the joy that you're able to. There's so many people that maybe they're sick or something terrible has happened and they're wishing that they were in your shoes. So find some gratitude in your own drudgery today and look for the good. Rock it. So in addition, so I forgot to mention this yesterday when we were talking about affirmations, how important it is to make your affirmations present tense. Okay? So when you're saying that I am, those are the two most powerful words you can say about yourself, not like I want to be on top of my laundry. I want to be a better budgeter. No, I am epic at my budget. I am rocking my laundry. I am bold. I am an awesome friend. I am happy in my marriage. I am a good parent. Like whatever your I am, you definitely want to make it present tense. This is really important. So in addition to the present tense affirmations, adding in your visualization is going to turbocharge your results, right? Because you're programming your subconscious mind for success. So cool. You're going to begin to live in alignment with your ideal vision and make it a reality. Truth. Oh, I wrote down another quote. All right, let's see. What did I write down this morning? Page 70. Okay, so whether or not you believe in the law of attraction, They're practical applications for visualization. So when you visualize what you want, you stir up emotions that lifts your spirit and pulls you towards your vision. The more vividly you see what you want and the more intensely you allow yourself to experience now the feelings you will feel once you've achieved your goal, the more you make it a possibility of achieving that goal. And that's kind of like a lot of words. I feel like that was kind of redundant. So you just want to like visualize your most epic day, like 3 years from now or whatever, right? And feel how amazing it feels. Feel how terrific you feel. Feel how accomplished you feel. Feel how proud and happy and content and in love with your life you are. And let that emotion stir up. Let that emotion stir up, because when you visualize daily, you align your thoughts and your feelings with your vision. It makes it easier to maintain the motivation that you need to continue taking the necessary action. So I'm a huge believer that it's not about the motivation piece, right? It's about the belief piece that you want it, that you're worth it, that you're gonna make it happen, and then taking that daily action, which is momentum. It's not about motivation. So if you've been putting off something because, oh, I just need to get motivated. I need to get motivated to like clean the junk drawer. I need to get motivated to create a budget. It's never gonna happen. What are you, crazy? No, it's the decision that it matters and that you believe in yourself and that you need to do it. And then just taking that first baby step, even if you're not sure how it's gonna pan out, you take that first baby step and you get the momentum to propel you forward. Visualization can be a powerful aid in overcoming self-limiting habits such as procrastination and taking the actions necessary to achieve your goal. Boom. All right, so another thing that I want to share, he kind of covers in here, are vision boards. So before I became a health and happiness coach, I was like, a vision board? Like, what is that? But a vision board has become such a cool thing, and I update mine, probably not enough, but I just recently updated mine, and for me, I'm super visual. So you can make your vision board as fancy or as simple as you want. Like maybe you're just gonna, cut and paste some photos, or you're gonna like cut something out of a magazine, you're just gonna put some words on a piece of paper and you're gonna put it up over your desk or on your fridge, or just something like even an older photo of yourself where you just are super happy. Like whatever it is for you that's gonna motivate you and stir your spirit to be like, I can do this, I wanna get back to who that person was, I wanna live to my greatest potential, whatever. Put it up somewhere so that you're seeing it. And so one thing he talks about is looking at your vision board, and I don't actually look at it during my miracle morning, so maybe I'll start doing that. But like I said, I'm super visual, so I use the free app Photofy, and then I take some of my photos and I put font over it, and then I upload it to Walgreens. I have a frog. I upload it to Walgreens and I print it out, and then I actually put it together and I frame it, and it lives in my entryway, and so I see it over and over and over. I'm brainwashing my subconscious with all the things I want and all the things I'm striving for. It's just a reminder, like this is my financial goal. Like I want to pay this off. I want to have this much in savings. I want to pay cash for this trip, like whatever. More time with my husband. I want to go on a honeymoon. I want to enjoy him. I want to be more unplugged. I have a picture of my kids because they're part of my why I'm doing this, right? It's a legacy. It's helping others. It's paying it forward. It's showing them that they're freaking badasses, that they can do anything they want. It's not about a piece of paper or what society says is success, right? I want to teach them those things. I want to rewrite my own rules. And so I printed off all these different things so that I see them over and over and over. And it's kind of that subconscious reminder. That's what you're working for, Sarah. That's what you want. That's what you're worth. That's what you're going to make happen. And so all of this ties in. So as part of your visualization, if you're struggling with the going through the motions, you could try that. You could print off your pictures, or you could have a bunch of words or whatever, things that are helping you stay on track. And as you go through them, you visualize them, you tell yourself why it matters. I don't know. This is super personal. You can make it work for you. But there was a quote in here about how vision boards are for dreaming and action boards are for achieving. So it's all awesome to have your vision board, but if that's where it stays and you don't actually take any action towards making those things happen, it's just going to be another piece of paper, right? So, all right, so that is visualization. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you struggle with any of it. This is totally personal, right? So you're going to make this work for you, and I can't wait to hear. Give me some feedback on how it's going. Okay, so to recap, these are your calls to action over the last few days. So maybe you've forgotten a piece. Maybe you haven't watched all of our videos. That's okay. They're still up here. You can watch them too. Your very first step was your sleep mantra. Are you practicing it? Are you doing gratitude before you fall asleep? Because the last thought you had at night is the first thought you're going to have in the morning. It matters. Second step was your wake up ritual. Okay, so I'm putting on my workout clothes, I'm pounding my water, all that stuff. Step number 3 is silence. It's your very first S in the SAVOR acronym. So silence, meditation, prayer, gratitude. Number 4 was affirmation in the present tense. I forgot to tell you guys that yesterday. So your affirmations in your present tense. And step number 5, which is today, is visualization. So just start with 5 minutes. If you need to set a timer, or just go through your morning. How do you expect your morning to go? You get the kids on the bus, you're feeling calm, your house is clean, like all of those things. Imagine yourself, envision yourself enjoying it. You get to work out. You get to do this. You get to fold laundry. How blessed are you that you have a home and clothes and a family and all of that. So I also like to, I shared yesterday about my affirmations, how I have my truth words that go off twice a day with a song that I enjoy. So if you've done that, I want to know. You don't have to share your words with us if you don't want, but I want to know if you're doing it. And to take up your visualization a notch, I have added in a timer on my own phone. I just changed the time because the time of day it was going off, it just wasn't working for me. And I feel like this is a really important piece for me, so I'm going to take it up a notch. So I've created another alarm. I know, give me a tiara. I'm like the alarm princess, where it's going to remind me, like, step into your dream life, Sarah. Like, visualize. Like, so it goes off, even if it's just 5 minutes. Even if I'm in my car and I just close my eyes and imagine the rest of the day rocking out. Awesome. I imagine dinner going smoothly and kids going to bed and like getting into my clean sheets. Like, whatever it is for you, give it a whirl. See if it works. And I also layer in my visualization at nighttime when I'm like, those last thoughts really do matter. So I go over, after I do my sleep affirmation, I'm going to sleep really awesome and wake up feeling really rested. I do a gratitude dump or prayer, and then I start to visualize. What does bedtime feel like in my dream house? Like, what does bedtime feel like? How satisfied do I feel that I've helped change this many lives and I've move myself forward and I'm stepping into who I want to become? Like, how great does that feel? So that is your calls to action. Drop it below. Let me know how it's going. If you have someone in your life that needs this, add them in. They're totally welcome to join us as long as they're a lady. Otherwise, you can find me on YouTube, so you can subscribe there. Or if you haven't already, if you'll go like my like page, my Sarah Nelson Health and Fitness, I think I might share them over there, depending on your feedback. So let me know how it's going. Tomorrow is another good day. All right, my friends, drive your bus today. Make it count.